There's a version made in about 1992, and I watched that as a kid when I was growing up, and I used to sit on a Sunday afternoon and watch it with my mum and dad, and I used to really love it.
I was given The Borrower's A Field, which is, I think, the first sequel for Christmas. I didn't always get new books, but sometimes I would get a new one at Christmas, so that was a really important book for me.
I read the book in the early 1970s when I was about 8 or 9, and I loved the book.
Hello.
Just setting camera.
It's something all children do, really, picturing life forms which are just out of sight. And what I liked about them was that they weren't fairies or imps or pixies. They were a human race, but a tiny one. Oh, aren't you gorgeous?
Right, just for the completeness, one camera left. And then we've got every possible combination.
Beans.
Go with Spiller.
No, I'm not leaving.
You've got to.
No.
Find a way.
Imagination-wise, it's perfect for kids because they can believe it to be true. You know, they love that whole sort of what's real and what's not, what's magic and what isn't.
Even though it's been made a couple of times in the past, technology has advanced that much, and I think that we can really do something a little bit different with it now, and I think that it would be really appealing to a modern audience.
See that, kids? It's always best to wrap up, yeah? What do I look like? Do I look like a giant chalk ice? I am basically lying in a sleeping bag today and have been doing so for the last 4 hours on and off. And the sleeping bag is the finger of a leather glove of a bean, and that's a big person.
Thank you.
I like that it's not just a family story. There's quite a lot of serious drama in this one, you know? And Tom Harper is the right man for that job.
Rosa!
It's going to be for kids, and hopefully adults will find a stonking good drama in there as well.
They're doing the most wonderful kind of updated version of it, and you know, it's still got all the sweetness, but it's just action. It's like a tale of jeopardy, and so the way the director has chosen to film it is very immediate. Lots of camera movement, lots of action. Even the most cynical of kids will be drawn to it.
I play Arietti, and today we're filming the scene where the cage comes down on top of Pod and Homily in a big dark tunnel. Big dark cold wet tunnel.
Pod and Arietti have always had a really good relationship. You know, she's always loved hearing his stories, and she's always loved having him come home from his adventures. We meet them at maybe a bit of a rocky patch in their relationship.
You're still young.
16. If you'd shown me how to borrow, I'd have been more careful. I wouldn't have been seen.
You went upstairs once and look what happened to us.
That's because I didn't know what I was doing.
And she's impulsive, much like Pod, and that's
Dangerous.
what he's fearful about.